Thank you for tuning into the Papi Jae Wize El Jefe on the BS3 network. Before we dive into the show, we'd like to remind our viewers that the opinions expressed on this show are solely those of the host. The BS3 network does not necessarily endorse or agree with any of the views we express on this program. Furthermore, the BS3 network is not responsible for the accuracy or timeliness of any information discussed on this show. While we strive to provide informative and entertainment content, we cannot guarantee the accuracy of everything said on Papi Jae and Wize El Jefe. With that said, we encourage our viewers to take everything discussed on the show with a grain of salt and to do their own research and fact-checking when appropriate. Thank you for understanding, and now let's get into the show. And welcome to another episode of Papi Jae and Wize El Jefe. I am Wize, one half of the, and
I'm Papi Jae.
And welcome to another episode. Listen, if you haven't subscribed or liked the channel yet, please do. You can subscribe at Real Wise TV, Papi Jae and Wize El Jefe, or you can catch us on the BS3 network. Download it on Real Roku app or television, whichever one you have. Go punch in BS3 and download it today. You catch us there every Friday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what's up?
What's up, yo? What's up? It's been a crazy week.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the news, and we're gonna want to touch on something quick because it's just everywhere. So the Orange Man has been indicted for a third time. We're gonna keep this short. We're not gonna really get into it, but they are really trying to get Donald Trump out of this race, man. They are really trying to indict him. They really trying to bring him down, and
Free the wave, man. Leave that nigga alone. He came, he conquered, man. That's it. You gotta take
respect the game, right? You gotta respect the game.
The L's when you get it. The government hate taking L's, yo. That's how you know how trifling the government is. They hate taking L's. They thought it was good. They thought they could manipulate him. He pulled the wool under.
He showed that he cannot be controlled. Yes,
and
honestly, like I had issues with him, and then the more I'm listening to him, and a lot of shit he's saying makes fucking sense. There's other shit I don't agree with him, like with grabbing him by the pussy and then he could shoot anybody and get away with it. I don't agree with shit like that. It's just crazy. But it seems like this motherfucker has been proven that he can get away with those shit. But if you listen to some of his things on the LGBTQ community, I think I said it right for the first time ever. Schools, and then I keep seeing the Dave Chappelle clip of him where he debated Hillary, and the shit he said made sense, was the truth. Like, okay, yeah, he says you and your friends created this loophole, so I take advantage of it. Yes, she's like, he needs to pay taxes, and he showed why he doesn't pay taxes, why he or her and her friends don't pay taxes. But they want to make it seem like he doesn't pay taxes when it's all these corporations that aren't paying taxes.
Listen, man, taxes. What
Yeah,
about taxes?
this is what we're talking about. Taxes.
Listen, it's never going to be in the people's favor. So when you look at it like that, and when you realize you really are in a capitalistic country, then if you ain't trying to do something, then you got to know how to get to that position where the taxes benefit you. It may not be fair, but if you buckle down, you could put yourself in a position where now you ain't. It don't matter who's in government. The taxes, you put yourself in a position where you benefit from the taxes because they never going to be in the favor of the poor.
Yeah, they're in favor of the corporations, of
Yeah,
course.
so you better build a corporation, or you got to build
Build a
shit.
business, build a business. Yeah.
Yeah, something that's like, and not just a business. Like people be building
No.
businesses, but they got to pay attention to the temperature, the landscape, the
Oh no, you got to really go into
yeah.
building
You
what
want to
the
build
right.
something that you can go into where now you in Uber and like your business got that having a storefront is like if you ain't in a major area city, a shopping area, storefront is useless because
But
everybody
what kind of storefront are you gonna get now? Because nowadays everybody can get anything online. Like,
that's
so
what I'm saying. So
unless it's a storefront where you sit with your business, say you're a plumbing company or something, whatever. If you're a storefront that's gonna sell merchandise or sell something, unless it's something unique and different that you can't get anywhere else.
you still wouldn't sell it in the store because you get more audience online. So
And yeah,
like
and it's a shift. Yeah.
yeah, so like mobile hairstylists. Like I could throw business out there that people might laugh at, but it's an investment where your hairstylist could just pull up on you and got the little thing where you could just go in the back and she could do you up on site.
It's
Mobile,
that well
mobile.
first of all, it saves you on not having to rent the space.
You got fucking mobile bike repair because everybody got the little
You
bikes.
got
You down
up
somewhere.
here. Listen, we have somebody up here. I think he's the only person who does it up here. Is mobile auto repair. If your car breaks down in your driveway, because I live up here in the mountains, I'm saying, and you got to drive everywhere. There is no walk. You know this. You visited. There's no walking anywhere unless you're walking for health and exercise.
That's it.
But you're not really walking up here. There's no sidewalks to be walking on.
Well,
None
if
of
you
that.
live by the store, if you live by
Huh?
the store, I walk from Theo's house.
That's
So
to the gas station, but
yeah,
that's right because it's down the block. It's
that's the
down the
only house
street.
that I walk. That's the only house out of everybody's that I would walk to the store.
Yeah, because they ain't no. If you walking from my house, you walking for a minute before you get anywhere.
You might get hit by a deer.
so
Oh
so
shit!
yeah, so it's different. So like from locations like this here, yes, having mobile businesses
Everywhere.
might
That's what I'm saying. Because
yeah.
everybody, like New York City, all them little bikes, your shit break down. I could pull up on you, throw it in the back, tune it up, everything, give it back to you on site. That's a business. That's a lucrative business because it's gonna be needed. I tell everybody right now, if you're trying to start a business, you better get a trade. Trades is forever. Don't take the trade that lead to slavery though. I don't know what's going on in Florida.
We're not gonna go into the Santis today,
Yeah, I'm just
right?
saying that's the way he presented it. It was like a trade. Like you could go apply for that. I don't know. So I just want to make sure that I'm not supporting that.
That's okay. That's not how he present. Well, okay, it
That's
is,
not
but
sounded to me after I listened to it. Like,
you,
yo,
did you listen to it?
I listened to it. I listened to as much as I could listen to before I was like, man, get this nigga out of here. I listened to as much as I could listen to, man. I was just like, oh man, this guy.
Yeah,
That shit
no, but
sounded like almost like, yo, you could go to college for that.
all right. So our first this all right, this is gonna be really our first segment, and what we're gonna talk about is cancel culture.
Again,
We spoke about cancel culture.
I don't know if it was here, but I'm pretty sure we spoke about it.
I don't think we have. I don't really think we focused on what is really cancel culture and what they're trying to do. Like, you know who made me like why I really kind of I'm thinking of this right now, and who I thought about who are becoming two of my favorite hosts right now is It Is What It Is with Cameron, Killer Cam, and Mace and Stat Baby. I can't forget her because she is part of the show. She does bring an intricate part of this show. Um,
She speak the best English.
I, I love her. She's amazing. But anyway, so there was a part where Mace said he was trying to watch what he say, like how sometimes we kind of watch what we say because we don't want to be canceled or whatever. And then Cam points out, like, who's going to cancel us? We own this. I'm saying who's canceling us? Like, who's firing us? Ask first of all, who's firing us? Ain't nobody firing us from what we doing. Ain't nobody canceling us because nobody owns what we do here. We might get pulled for some from places, but we still could. There's platforms out there for us to release our content. So it's not necessarily being canceled.
That's why cancel culture is just a bunch of haters, man. I realize there's no head of the group. It's just the haters. Like everybody built the group. Cancel culture is the haters. They say cancel culture I give it some type of morality. And look, but it's just haters. It's just super people that
Super
hate their
haters.
life. Yeah, they hate their life, so they hate your life. Those are haters. Like people, there's levels to hate. But
Like
when
this, like
you hate your own life and everything, all your bad choices, and then somebody's telling you something that resonates with one of those bad choices, you hate them because
because listen, all right,
you don't want to hear that it was your fault.
you want to. I feel that cancel culture tries to infringe in your First Amendment right. Like,
But it's haters.
what? Like, you want to cancel people when they express how they feel. You want to cancel people when they talk about the LGBTQ community. You want to, especially when listen. If I don't agree with what a lot of people say, but that's their opinion. Like, as long as they're not out there spewing hate, if they want to talk about, hey, listen, I don't. That's not my. I don't roll with that. That's not what I care for. Like, one of the things is the transgender issue. Like, you have to be forced to accept that who they are. No, like, you don't have to accept anything you don't want to accept.
This is black people fault, man. Or I ain't not. These are people of color fault.
What? Who?
Not, these are the people of color fault
Why?
because we are easily. There's always we easily bought. Not we, but most of these niggas is easily bought. So our movement or their movement is the only movement that don't produce no real change because they when it's time to because we should have been the cancel culture. If you ain't fucking with us, we ain't fucking with you. That's what the cancel culture is, but we are too selfish and we don't really give a fuck about each other that we won't stick together and cancel these niggas. They won't everybody got an excuse. Yeah, you're gonna lose some money. Of course you are. But that's what part of canceling is. You want them to change, you gotta take a L financially. Cause that means, yo, if I'm working for you and you racist, then we gonna all stand down and you gonna fix it out like they did with the basketball team, how fast they sold it. But them niggas would have still went to work and would have been all, I'm a sports player, sports first, I'm doing it because I love the game. All that sad, I'm scared to stand up for my right excuses. That is it. Like, so the cancel culture, we didn't do it right. Now all the other groups not learn from our mistake, and they learned, all right, cool, we got to shut it down. And that's what LGBT and them do. That's what everybody else do. They shut your establishment down and make you change. We don't do that. We always have somebody that's ready to cross the line. One of them.
Okay.
One
All
of
right.
them
But like one prime example is Dave Chappelle. I haven't like I love Dave Chappelle, and what he says to me isn't offensive. He just speaks his opinions and he speaks his views. maybe some of it could be wrong, but hey, that's like
There's no
who,
wrong
exactly, like who am I to say what he feels is wrong?
because everybody's view on everything is gonna be
It's
wrong.
skewed. Listen, it's skewed either way. Like you have to accept. Like I don't get how the hell you gonna have me accept what someone else's. Listen, if they feel that that's them, fine. I accept that's you. You go. You do you. But to force what you feel is reality on me is unacceptable. So regardless of how I feel, it's just how I feel.
And then you gotta realize we misdirecting the like people are getting like smoke and mirrors. People think they should be attacking LGBTQ for what?
No, we shouldn't.
All right, no, but this is what I'm saying.
But
For
we shouldn't be. We
because
shouldn't
it's
be
not wait,
forced. We
yeah,
shouldn't be forced to accept.
it's not them. You
No,
understand what I'm saying?
it's of course we know who it is. We
All
know
right,
why
so
they want that. We know why we they want this. They want us divided. Again, it's about divide and conquer. We
no,
both know
boy,
this.
it's deeper. That's what I'm saying. It's deeper to me
Hmm?
because it's deeper to me because the them, whoever they is, the rich. I say the rich.
The elite,
I
the
don't know.
elite.
The elite.
Let's say the elite.
The elite. This is like Squid Game. So the elite is saying, "All right, cool. Most of us is fucking like this anyway. So let's push this, but we'll make it seem like we're doing it for this group. It ain't really for the group. It's just a selfish elite act. They changing the laws for them. These laws fit them more than they benefit.
It fits their agenda. Yes, it
Yeah,
fits their
no,
agenda.
but if the way they do it, it fits them more than it does the actual group of people that's claiming.
Yes, because it's because if you look at it, it's causing a divide between everyone.
No, I'm talking about deeper. Like they are them letters. They are sprinkled them letters. They been that before them letters even became that acronyms or whatever you want to call them. They was that. Hollywood's been like that. You know about all the stories from back in the days. They are the most gang of the gangs. And they don't care if you live or die. So they just used us as like we're the pawns. LGBTQ is a pawn, the Black Lives Matter is a pawn, the Asian Lives Matter is a pawn. And depending on what we trying to do up here as the elites, the games we trying to set up for us and our children, we're gonna capitalize on each one of these groups at a certain time. This
Okay.
is bigger than us
So
fighting with each other.
it's so it's entertainment for them. It's them.
Yeah, man.
So,
You don't watch Squid Games and some of the shit that they come up with and think that they just bored. Fuck the actual acts in Squid Game. Listen to what them rich niggas said in that room. I'm just bored. Let's see. Let's bet on these people how thirsty they'll be for a dollar.
listen, it wouldn't surprise me if they say, "Hey, listen, let's see if we shut the world down and how these fools deal with it."
Yeah, like all this shit. Like if you're gonna take certain things, like I said, you can't take one thing as a truth. You can't believe or fight for them to change certain parts of history. If this shit is fucked up from the root, then you gotta de-root it and then plant a new root. And we not doing that. They want to put this, and they ain't put themselves in position for us to do it. But there's always somebody that they can manipulate to have a play the Squid Game and lead other people to death. Because the Squid Game, I got to put myself in position so that you could die, so I could win. So it's like
It's just,
a crab in the bucket. It's just crabs in the bucket. But these elite, we the crabs. Like people keep saying crabs in the bucket, and the elite is saying, "Yeah, you crabs," and it's all of us. It is all of us. There's no. If you're broke, I don't know. If you broke, you broke. I don't care if you LGBT. I don't care if you're Asian. I don't care what you are. If you poor, you poor.
yeah.
You're gonna act like you shouldn't be poor. You amongst
And
the poor.
that's what they failed. That's what all right. They got us fighting them for everything else, for all the crumbs and everything, and we're not all realizing we're all in the same fucking boat.
And that's why I call everybody zombies and aliens, because You got to be stupid, man. As much as they exposed and then are blatantly just changing shit right in front of your face, and now got the cojones to just be like, yo, about to put some these books in school and your kid's going to learn these after the second grade and all. Like
But and
we,
yeah, why?
we could they realize we care less to have control of our community. People get up, they move to the bougie neighborhood, and they try to adapt, become that.
but that's the goal. But your goal should be to evolve and move. Like I don't think everybody should. I don't think you should.
No, but when they
Your
move,
goal should. Your goal, because listen,
when
first of
they
all,
move,
the
the
reason
fight
of
is over.
the hood is always going to be hood. The hood is always going to be the hood.
When they
Right?
move, the fight is over to them. They made it. They're part of that. This is the mentality. I'm telling you, I pull up in these houses. I pull up in
Okay,
these
but
areas.
what I'm trying
They
to
not.
say.
They don't even. They become the group, the area they in. So if the area don't fuck with y'all brokies, these people that I've worked hard to get here, I can't fuck with y'all brokies. I ain't part of that. Nobody's thinking we could do this. They thinking I gotta get here and then
No,
I'm,
what it should be is I should be able to show them how to get out of there.
like even if look, you pay
That
for I don't got
and that's why I feel we fail because we don't try to share and uplift each other. Like you said, we especially in the Black community, we're not very supportive of each other when it comes to businesses.
because
Like
we
that's why one thing we always discuss is we rather go support Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all these other businesses when we have black owned designers that create some magnificent designs, some great clothing. But we associate these brands with being wealthy, being rich in our minds, like, hey, I'm watching Gucci, yeah. So it gives you that feeling of being the elite
it
because you're
gives you
wearing
a
these brand
it
names.
gives you
But
a
what you're not realizing is you're a walking billboard.
listen, it gives you the and that's what I'm talking about. Nobody understand. That's what I said. People don't understand the importance of just wearing a brand shit. Like we bring that attraction. We make shit fly. Let's not get it twisted. There's nothing. All them clothes brands been out. When we put them on and we step out, that should look different. It hit different. But no, everybody don't want to just come together and make that shit. Where now we need. You got to pay us to wear your shit, or we ain't supporting your shit. You got to do something. I don't want no donation to some fucking organization that you can't trust. I don't give a fuck about all them donations to all them. Man, you see what they do, man. We know they corrupted. Let's stop playing blind. So no, we need tangible shit, hires, shit like that. Like if you ain't doing that, get that shit out of my neighborhood. They do it with liquor. They ain't got liquor stores in certain neighborhoods. Get that shit out of my neighborhood too, nigga. Stop buying it there. Go travel somewhere and get some. Shut this shit down. Nobody won't shut nothing down. Nothing
Mm.
at all. That's why all anybody with a green card, no disrespect, most of them get the 5-year tax breaks to open up a spot in our neighborhood because they don't open them up in no other neighborhood. So they giving these people 5 years of to get their business started, but we can't even get a business loan.
Yeah, and then
We
we've
here.
discussed this.
So
Yeah,
there's nothing that anybody can tell me when it comes to anything. I don't believe nothing no more. Like everything is, I see the world as I'm walking through it. I hear the rumbles. I do my little due diligence on certain shit, but I don't live by. I'm done. I'm like I removing myself from living by anything. I come in peace, so I don't have to worry
yeah.
about the laws. I don't have to worry about your law. I don't have to worry about that law. If you violate me, then I'm violating you. That's fair is fair. That's it. There's no sympathy from whoever you are. When you violate me, I don't care what you are, who you are, what shade you are. Violation is a violation, and you get violated back, and then we go about our way.
All right, man. We gotta take a quick break, though. We gotta take a quick break, man. We'll be right back.
It's messed up, yo.
What do you get when you watch or listen to the Life Happens podcast? Well, I'll let them tell you.
Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, and Life Happens podcast is a beautiful balance by simply taking our spirituality with real life and merging it together to create a beautiful balance. And that's what we do.
BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens podcast, where Christianity and life intersect. Live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. Four men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Dog, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, Wize.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
We are back. All right. So this next segment is understanding this new generation, Gen Z, and a lot of them, yes, a lot of these kids are different. I work with a couple of them. They're different from millennials to me because they see they're fully technical. These kids are technology savvy, everything. Like it's like they came out the womb knowing about technology. And I just feel they're advanced in some of those things, and they might be lacking in certain areas. But I actually think they're tired of it as well. They see what the millennials are doing, and they're looking at like, nah, this ain't right. This ain't how it's supposed to be. And I feel a lot of them are really stepping up and challenging this world.
They are. And they need to be. Because the smoke is clearing and the shit ain't looking the way they said it used to. It ain't resembling what they told everybody when they was little. And like I said, all the parents is crying. All the adults is crying. So these kids is stepping up. Unfortunately, they got to step up. You got to step up, and they coming with vengeance, yo. Because as kids, I shouldn't have to step up this early. But you mess up, and all you do is cry. And I can't outcry you. So they just taking shit. And their technology, man. Being stubborn don't pay. Being stuck in your ways don't pay. So now they trying to get a grasp on technology because these kids is wicked with it. Wicked with the technology, man. See, at the same time people scared of AI, They scared of kids with AI because it's unlimited.
Because their imagination is different from ours. Their
Yeah.
imagination is different, so they take it to another level where we've lost that. A lot of people, we've lost the creativity, we've lost the magic of being being a kid and being free, being able to be, because we're programmed. Let's be honest, like
Yeah.
we're
Most of us.
programmed. Yeah, majority of us are programmed,
Yeah.
and so them being aware of this and not fully accepting the programming, being more free minded, huh?
It's interfering with the program. See,
Yeah,
they made the program. They didn't count on Gen Zs. They didn't count on the Gen Zs. They didn't know. That's why the Gen X's and Gen Zs got that unique kind of name, like generation. This is a generational ration. This is the generation that changes shit. So Gen X is like, man, we ain't playing with it. Because even as Gen Zs, we still kept it a buck with them. We might not did as good as we should have did, but we've kept it a buck with them.
yeah. We kind of slipped up with the millennials.
Challenge,
We kind of slipped up with the millennials.
yeah, but
Yeah,
we challenge we still even as now, we challenge their ideology.
yeah.
And then they take our ideology, millennial ideology, and then bang, the Gen Zs are just remixing like P. Diddy. And it scares the major people. And that's why they starting to cross T's, dot I's, what you can say, what you can't say, no longer promoting this on the platform. They doing all that because this was their plan, as they saw it was, let's feed them this, program them, keep them under wraps. We could seclude them in the house. They'll put on this screen on their eyes and they'll go. But these other kids is like, we could do a lot with this. We could do a lot with this in this area. We can maneuver this in this area. We can manipulate this. And kids are so creative that it's just uncontrollable right now. So like I said, the window is closing, and whoever ain't solidified themselves in a nice enough position in the right field or anything to make it to the next 5-6 years, that they ain't gonna be all these businesses. They ain't gonna be all these. It's gonna be a lot of tax problems. It's gonna be a lot of other things because there's everybody's against each other. Everybody's trying to outdo each other. When if all four of us got an idea, let's sit down and let's implement it. We had an idea. We started with podcasting. We always knew we was gonna fuck around with clothes. We always knew we was gonna fuck around with the book. But we knew there's a time for everything. It's not, yo, do mines first. Let's do my plan first. Let's do your plan. Like, no, that ain't gonna. There was no negative talk. It was like, all right, we focus. Let's get focused. Let's put our things in so we don't hear the noise, and let's put our blinders on and keep it moving. And everybody, and that's the Gen Zs. Just that's where we got to come in and just tweak the X's, the Gen X's. We got to give them a little extra, like, yo, you good? You're on the right path. I support your route. How about if you just take a little OG advice? I see something around this corner that you might have not seen. We just got local advice on them. We can't tell them what to do, but we can't let them. We can't lead them astray. We can't let them.
No, we have to. Yeah, no, we have us being that generation that, we the last generation to really be outside and not. Yeah, we're the gap. We're the first of everything. We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Like Gen X's are the first. We are the ones, and so we need to help these Gen Zers and not and do it the way we weren't. Kind of do it the way we were brought up, but not do it that way. Because
you want to be a conscience. You want to at least put yourself back, put things back to where.
And that's why I feel we as a generation kind of
the OGs are not
off.
the way they got it twisted. They make it seem like the OGs tell you what to do, and that's how it's presented. So your OG, you got to pay homage to. You probably got to kick a little kickback to. That is not really pain. That's mob OG shit. and we just implemented it. The OG is supposed to just give you the wisdom. That is it. Your OG, we everybody, oh, you gotta talk to your. No, nigga, I'm not part of your gang. You still my OG though. I respect your thoughts. I respect your wisdom. Other than that, nigga, I'm on a different trajectory than you. You did your era. You grew up. You made it to it where you hit your ceiling or you on your way to your ceiling. But I got my own route right here. I just need a little guidance. And people are always trying to, and that don't cost. I don't need a kickback to be your OG. You shouldn't have to worry about me, like all that protection and shit. Like, nigga, we supposed to all be fucking with each other. Now it's just a whole bunch of gangs everywhere. Corporate gangs. All this shit is just, you see that it's just corporate bullshit and they the biggest gangs. Like the police the biggest gang. No, corporate America is the biggest gang. Police gonna do what corporate America say do. Police is gonna do what everybody's gonna do what corporate America says do. And that's how it's just so phony. Because the Gen Z now, and that's why I fuck with the Gen Zs. I mean, yeah, I fuck with them. I'm gonna give them all the wisdom for free. I don't need a kickback, nigga. You're gonna know that this shit is smoke and mirrors. Even the niggas you call OG, a smoke and mirror, and that's the corporate blueprint.
Yeah.
That's why, everybody's talking love. I'm here for love now. I'm here for love now. I'm all about love. Nigga, you was corporate at one time. You did a lot of fucked up shit. Just because you black, you ain't gonna smoke and mirror me, nigga. You was corporate. And you followed the corporate blueprint, which means you jerk niggas and everything. You probably went to the island with Epstein. There's mad things that fall into play.
Are you referencing somebody in specific?
No, I'm talking about everybody. I just want to know that it's not just the white people that do the Epstein.
Bro, I'm just asking because there's a certain dude right now who everybody's just trying to say my man is a predator. Like he likes boys and so it's I'm just saying.
I'm not here to say anything except for Gen Zs. Don't believe these niggas, man. Don't believe these niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. Corporate is grimy. I see, and that's what I'm talking about when I say don't believe these niggas. Corporate. Like that corporation structure is flawed. Dave Chappelle's been telling you, mad people been telling you. People don't just go psycho after and Robert Williams. There's so many casualties that people really overlook. Like, oh, he was going through something. Yeah, corporate. Corporate America is a different beast, nigga. Everybody can handle it until they can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Get down or lay down is corporate. It's gangs. The people be trying to act like this ain't the same, yo. Yeah, the word is gang. Walt Disney, gang. The 7 conglomerates, gangs. It don't matter about anything going on. And people just gotta stop being pawns. You're gonna lose. You're gonna die trying. Get rich or die trying. And you might not even be successful with that. Because if they don't like you, they don't like you. That's it. Corporate. That's why it's hard for Ice Cube to get the big 3 accepted. That's why it's hard for clothing brands for black people.
Of course,
They don't want niggas
the NBA does not want the big 3 to survive because they feel they're going to be challenged. They're like, oh, look, this is something different.
It's 3-on-3.
I know.
There's no comparison. There's nothing the same. With 3-on-3, I've played. It's way more physical.
And I feel like the NBA should this is just another
like a G League.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a extended version of a G League where you get to play.
It also gives the players that aren't ready to retire that extra
couple of dollars. Don't just make them kick them off the hill because you ain't pay them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
You should support this. You should support because it's giving your former players a chance to still play in the later years.
Ice Cube is a nigga, and niggas like P. Diddy are black. They don't want you to have They want you gotta be complicit more.
So what are you saying that Cube could be better? All right, so
If Cube just be more complicit to the corporate structure, he would be in. But he's NWA, fuck the police. And that's gonna always follow him. That ain't gonna change because he's Cube.
Well,
and the corporate structure don't allow for cubes to be up in the building, man. They disrupt things. So everybody up in that building.
So line the Jay-Z's and the Diddy's is different than the Cubes.
Complicit. They're complicit to something. Whatever it is. You in the building. They don't gotta let you in this building. So you complicit to something. That's not, you don't go into no organization and make it.
So say we were allowed in the building, we would be complicit to something.
We wouldn't be in that building though. We'd be in the Cube building. We'd be in the building where we making noise. You might get you get acknowledgement. You could earn a living, but we ain't going up to the upper room. They ain't gonna allow us because we are Gen Zs. We're
not Gen Zs, we Gen Xers, but yes.
We Gens. We generations, man. We the generation that's gonna come in there and might disrupt things. And we older, so we stubborn in our ways. So we're not letting nobody.
Listen, they again, this is what the last few weeks I've just seen people just keep calling us out, saying like we ain't nowhere, we disappeared, we ain't around. But
I'm out.
They don't realize we're the one fuck around and find out. We that generation.
I'm out here in these streets, man.
We really are that generation is fuck around and you will find out.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? I said all the jewels I drop, all this stuff, anything that I drop or try to enlighten, 9 times it's the Gen Z women that I'm talking to. It's not the Gen Z men. I don't get to the Gen Z men. You got to think about it. You still live in a neighborhood, so you know your Gen Z men, and some of them is all they drilled out. So now,
that's how corporate America is.
So now,
because now they're promoting. They're giving these music the platform to encourage our youth to be like drill. And I don't knock, like there's some drill music I enjoy listening to. Not all, but I still choose other music. Like I still listen to a lot of the old shit we grew up listening to.
Listen, I don't care about anything except, and my thing is, yo, if you're gonna try to change anything with any generation, you gotta talk to the women first because they're more susceptible to knowledge these days. Women are seeking knowledge more to get their foot in the door. The young kids is just thinking they know shit. The young men are thinking they know shit. So if you at least enlighten the women, they get to talk, and because women structure do. So if a guy gets with the right woman and she got her shit together, he'll change. And if he don't, then she'll probably end up not with him forever. so at the end of the day, I'm feeding the knowledge to the women. Like, yes, you could do this. This is how you do it. Anything that we doing, I share with them. Because they got kids. Or if they have kids, at least they know at least they could have more options of how a man thinks, or how a man, my experience from where I was to now, like all that play into factor on how strong your voice carries, how strong your voice is. So I'm talking from experience. You know me in real time, and I'm dropping jewels on you now as an OG. Now I don't want to sleep with you, but I do want you to be smart. And that's what it is. Because sex always mess up things. So people think, oh, you talk to them so you could try to get it. No, it's not about sex. It's just, they're good. There's good people that need to know a little bit more. And niggas don't share with women about nothing. So I'm just giving them the blueprint. I tell them about I'm going to the woods. In the beginning, it was a joke. Now, I think if I had got some acres and was able to develop it right fast, I probably could fill 20 acres with families of people that really understand the trajectory or what I'm saying. It's not that I'm right. It's just the options. There's options. All you doing is providing people with options. I ain't telling nobody I'm right. I ain't telling nobody I know shit. I'm saying, all right, you got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying shit from people that supporting people that don't give a fuck about you. But this is also an option. And as our generation, that is a big thing that our parents, our OGs, they never presented us with. Yeah. I could give you the option and let your mind go to it. I'm not here trying to make you me. I ain't gang. I don't want you to follow my rules. There's a universal rule. Respect, peace, love, all plush, the whole thing. That's universal. Everybody wants that. They get little pieces of it, but they want plush. In order to get that shit, you just got to give it. You got to pass it down so people can understand, like, that is an option. It is an option. You could have a plush life in this fucked up world.
Yeah.
It's just, are you willing to do what it's going to take to appreciate and accomplish or achieve that plush life? And that comes with saying no to a lot of these people, not supporting a lot of these people. And that's what I want the Gen Zs to understand. Like, you're going to have support from me, but they not going to support you. Now your option is what? You know I'm keeping it a buck. You know I'm sincere about what I'm doing because I'm doing it. I'm in the mud still. We in the mud, face down, head forward, doing whatever we got to take. I tell people about us driving to Florida with sandwich meat. Like, the struggles. They get like, it wasn't
no struggle, man. We did
we
what we had to do. We had to do what we had to do. We didn't look at it. We didn't look at it as a struggle. We look at it as
we didn't look at it as a struggle, but that is a struggle for many to be even able to say something like that, to do something like that. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
All right, man. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, man. We'll be back.
All right, take a break.
Everyone has a story, but few have the power to change lives. Introducing The Plush Life, From Prison to Peace, by Anthony J. Gonzalez with Pepper Chambers, a journey of redemption and transformation. Follow Anthony's raw and honest story as he finds his new purpose in life, turning his darkest moments into a guiding light for others. This inspiring story will take you through Anthony's journey, showing you that it's never too late to change your path and embrace your true potential. Don't miss the life-changing tale of redemption and the power of the human spirit. Get your copy today of The Plush Life, From Prison to Peace on Amazon and iBook, and witness the incredible power of transformation.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where love is the only thing that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. Oh, and Jamie has something to say.
Deuces and trays.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle. From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
And we are back. All right. So we've had a pretty good episode. Like the first two topics took more time. Well, the first topic took much longer than I anticipated. So this next topic is going to be cut. It's not going to be as long because we are almost to the end of the show. But I want us to talk a little bit about the future of journalism, navigating media integrity and misinformation, because that is something that is really out there, where they're really feeding you wrong information. They're really telling you the stuff they want you to listen to. And us being, how you say it, the new media, where we're actually in the streets, we are the community, and we are speaking to regular people, and we have a post for the community and for the people. Why is it that there is so much misinformation out there?
Because it's misinformation, because that's the agenda. See, that's why I said with this AI social, the whole internet shit is, they're losing their mind right now behind closed doors. They're trying to act like they got it under control, but they're losing their mind because new media and real media, I would like to say, that's what I would like to classify us as.
So that's what we are, real media.
Cameron giving you real media. That means real niggas talking about sports the real way. We're not championing just one person. We're not going to oversaturate. We ain't going to oversaturate the market talking about Dak Prescott for 12 months out of the year. We're not going to oversaturate. Like, we're going to dig into things that and open up other thoughts.
We're gonna dig into things that involve us personally, things that we as regular people navigate through.
And tell you the truth, I want to dispel this, so I'm gonna shoot this out to all these people. I've been listening to a lot of these social media people. I've been listening a lot to these rapper podcast people, and nigga, none of y'all niggas keep it real. Let's keep it 1,000%. And this is how I feel towards all the podcasts, even the ones I watch, the rapper ones I watch, the ones that are already stars already, that just could just bring their followers and they group to this platform and then say, hey, I'm number one on this platform.
Yeah, but okay, not everybody. Okay, not everybody's fucking good though, man.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm talking to these niggas because I got 50 years of experience in life.
Yes.
In the hood.
Yes.
None of y'all niggas got that. None of y'all niggas know what the hood even goes through right now. Y'all care less. Stop talking for us. Shut the fuck up. Y'all lying. Y'all still pushing a narrative and y'all still pushing an agenda just solely for y'all niggas. It's not for the people.
Okay.
That's me as a fan. And when you try to call me new medias, no, I just say real shit. There's no structure to life. Everything can't be ESPN, Fox News. There's mad shit going on in the world. That ain't news. That's what they want to scare you with.
That's entertainment. That's entertainment.
No, that's how they keep you in the matrix.
Yeah, that's entertainment. That keeps you distracted. It keeps you distracted.
Yeah, we are real media. We the realest media you're gonna get in all of history. Like all of history, when it comes to people that will tell the people what it is, or at least paint a picture. We ain't gonna rob them of the other thought. We ain't gonna
No, because we want people to think for themselves. We want people to have their own opinion.
So
listen. We have our opinions. We're very boisterous with our opinions. We don't care what other people think of what.
So that structure of journalism is not real no more.
Well, because real. Well, I wouldn't say real, but those journalists, they get censored.
Listen, they are outdated. That journalistic style.
Who's censoring us? I'm the one who edits this program, so I keep whatever the fuck I want to keep in the show.
Yo, but I'm talking about the journalistic aspect. Where
then that's what I mean. I don't edit shit. I don't edit shit that because we've said shit here people might be offended by, and we don't give a fuck.
I'm not talking to editing. I'm talking.
No, but I mean, if we were like being the fact that we own this, that we produce this, that we can control this, we can control the narrative, right? We can control what we put out there. But we don't do that. We put out whatever we feel is whatever we feel. It's like whatever we say. We don't necessarily say y'all all gotta agree with.
Nah.
We give you the option. Hey, if you want to agree with us, fine, great, wonderful. We love that. If you don't, fuck it. You don't agree with us. We're not stressing that fact. We don't give a fuck. We personally, we rather continue to do us, continue to produce content that is relevant for the people. That subjects we've been touching up shit that important shit, talking about these fucking curriculums in schools. Talking about how how society feels that they're pushing the LGBTQ community agenda upon us. It's all these different things.
Yeah, but the journalistic aspect is what they
because now you're just putting shit up there for clickbait, and that's what it is.
That's not
exactly. That's not journalism.
That's not journalism.
No.
So
that's just trying to get views, and that's trying to distract people by putting these fucked up titles like where watch this one exposed, this person doing this or this.
I'm talking about the integrity of the word.
They don't have integrity.
So there's no. It's not a competition. That's what I'm saying. That's why
they can be bought. The difference is they can be bought.
That's why everybody's in a frenzy. That's why the journalists, the writers, everybody's in a frenzy because what narrative can you create? That everybody then got a podcast telling you some real shit. Now you up against 1 million voices, 1 million podcasts, even if it's the tiniest one, giving somebody another aspect to think of something. I could write a movie and you're going to see fake through it. Like some people, you're gonna see that this was just structured. That's why they're bringing out all these movies with race and cartoons. Because there's nothing. What else? The world is open a little bit to a lot of shit since COVID. So, what I'm gonna feed you? I gotta find what to feed you: game shows, Masked Singer, entertainment, so that it could distract you. We'll blow up a fucking submarine. We'll blow up a balloon in the sky. We'll do all these stupid tricks to keep you thinking about something else, except for, damn, we getting exposed over here. We got to do a damage control with the whole world. America's is working on damage control. That's why everything just seems like like they just fumbling, like they moving too fast. Because this is damage control. COVID brought about damage control because the internet brought about thoughts. And everybody's thoughts on COVID sparked this whole wave of thinkers. And then the Gen Zs is running with the ball now. And they headed to the end zone. And these niggas is trying to stop them.
And they putting barricades upon barricades and block. They're trying to push agenda upon agenda. Like, let's confuse them.
And you got mad complicity.
That's what I think what they're trying to do. That let's confuse them.
But let's
make them confused on who and what they are.
Now you think about this. When they calling out the Gen exes, they're not calling us out. They talking to them niggas, the ones that got in the room, that ain't shared nothing to get in that room.
The gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers, the ones that surpassed the gatekeepers, because the gatekeepers thought they was the man, and they kept us at bay. They always put you in front of you to stop you. That is it. They don't put the white man in front of us to stop us. They put us in front of us to stop us, and then we get to blame it on the white man. Like, this shit is a game. It's so fucking trickily. Listen, fuck these niggas. They ain't no journalists. They all, first of all, you ain't supposed to do nothing with personal feelings into it when you're a journalist. You shouldn't be speaking from emotions. This is supposed to be fair and journalistic and have that.
Don't we speak from
all
emotions?
these dudes talk from
Don't we speak from emotions?
But not that. I don't speak from emotions towards, like, in a structured way. I don't speak like,
no, you know what?
As a sports analyst, I can't. As a sports analyst, you really shouldn't be a LeBron fan shooting at other niggas. Then that's bias.
Fair enough. Because now you got bias. Yes.
And all the niggas is biased. They admit it now. They just do it. I don't fuck with that nigga. Fuck him. But I fuck with this nigga. They did the same thing. Nah, but this guy did it different. Like, no, they're biased. So we are the realists that you're gonna get. Yeah, everybody got a little biasism, but we ain't talking about my personal bias things. I don't never try to bring my personal shit. My personal experiences I talk about.
Yeah.
But that's not biased. That's my personal experience. It's not LeBron James' experience. It's not your experience. It's mine. We talk about our personal experience, and then we talk about how we interpret all this bullshit that's being out here.
Yeah.
That's not bias. There's
Right.
nothing bias about it. I don't hate none of these groups. I just wish that they stop trying to paint the narrative like they the group. Like, you not the group. You're a group amongst groups. These are all tribes. Either we're going to respect each other's tribes, or no, one tribe is really trying to take over the whole fucking shit. And then if that's the case, then what's the difference between you and Hitler? Like, we're gonna shoot at people. Let's shoot at them right, nigga. Like, what's the difference between what Hitler doing or did and what you doing? To black people, minorities, whatever. What is the difference? Are you doing it nicer? You feeding us more before you slaughter us? Like, what is the difference? Like, I'm on my bullshit. I told you, man. No more smoking mirrors.
All right, so that's it that we done for this week.
Fuck the powers that be.
All right, but shout out to everybody who's been tuning in.
Shout out to everybody. I'm not upset. I'm just telling you that it's just food for thought. Like,
shout out to everybody at Real Wise TV, BS3 Network. Catch us on the BS3 Network every Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, I'm done. You got anything else?
Nah, that was a good way to end it.
Yeah, it was.
Good. Have a blessed weekend.
Yep. Stay safe.
Stay focused.
Have a good weekend. And yeah, peace out.
Shadow,